What's going on, lifers? It's your boy JD Anderson. See, we're always working. Getting ready to go into New York City's exclusive London hotel to meet up with legendary rapper, actor, producer Ice Cube. Should be a good one. You guys check it out.
Yo, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube, the West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. You checking out the lifefiles.com, baby.
How you doing, sir?
I'm alright. How you doing?
You see the T-shirt he has on promoting the new album.
I am the West. Go to Ice Cube. When you leave off this, go to icecube.com. You can check out that. But don't leave right here, right now.
The new site, you've been blogging a lot.
Yeah.
I noticed that. Was that a conscious decision to start doing that, or what made you say I want to talk to my fans this way?
I just want to kind of bring them in, and I'm just trying to create a worldwide West Side for real, where people feel like they can talk directly to me through my website, and I could talk directly to them.
I'm the West, so you're gonna be, releasing music from that online for your fans. You're gonna be more so protected. A lot of artists are more concerned about how their music leaks online. And how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's an animal you got to work with. It could hurt, but some records get released, the whole album get released, and it still do the numbers. So, I'm gonna leak songs. We got I rep that West out now.
I rep that West. Come on. I rep that West. I rep that West. I rep that West. Turn it up.
The next song we leak is gonna be "Drink the Kool-Aid."
That sounds crazy. What's the inspiration behind that song?
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
You should drink my Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? It's like, if you ain't buying what I'm selling, you know what I mean? I don't know what's wrong with you. So it's kind of a record on that tip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you're reuniting with Raye on this record? Is that?
Yeah, we've been doing songs together.
Crazy.
I don't know which ones are gonna go to Detox and which ones are gonna go to I Am the West.
Right.
But we've been, we got 2 or 3 in the can.
And this is no like emailing of tracks. This is like
no,
you guys
we
are in the studio.
We in, hours. You know what I'm saying? Dre don't, he ain't gonna fly with you. He won't even let you just write the 16 and come in and lay. You know what I mean? He wanna be there and build the rhyme with you. So, it's I'm cool with it. Whatever he wanna do.
Right.
I'm an MC. With him, I'm an open book. You know what I mean? And we get down.
Right. I Am the West. Where were you when you said this is what I'm gonna name the album? Where'd that come from?
I was thinking of
a lot of statement.
I was thinking of a lot of titles that represented the songs I was doing. I was about maybe 40% of the record done doing, and it just felt right. It's so true. Only a few people can make that kind of statement, and I'm one of them. So I feel like if they had a Mount Rushmore West Coast rap, I'll be on there.
Absolutely, we agree with that. What do you feel about people calling Drake the future of hip hop? Do you agree with that statement? Have you gotten into any of Drake's new music?
Yeah, Drake is good. I don't know if somebody could be the future of hip hop. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. I think he's he getting busy right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, to me, he's right now. He ain't the future. He's right now. Right. And he's doing a good job.
Ice Cube, you're known for your controversial yet conscious lyrics. Who do you think holds that torch today? Who do you think is spearheading that movement? Besides yourself, of course.
I mean, Black Thought. You know what I mean? He gets down. The Roots, they get down. It's a lot of people holding the torch in their own way. I always talk about people like Kanye. He bring up subject matter that, might be a little, different. That it ain't all the way on the gangster political tip, but it's on the people tip.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's on the human dealing with each other tip. You know what I mean? So that's a different kind of political, controversial message. You know what I mean?
You've been known to navigate the music industry and the film industry like crazy. I think you're one of the only people that navigate those two worlds so well. Which one do you enjoy doing most? Movies or music?
Music.
And
music.
why?
Because I have the freedom to be the artist I want to be. Movies, you got to be part of a team. Mm-hmm. People think when you've done a lot of movies and and you look, okay, he's powerful in Hollywood. He can go in there and say,
That's what I
I want to be to this movie. I want to do what Bruce Willis did.
Yeah.
This movie, I want an Oscar. Let me go for it.
Right.
It ain't that easy, you know what I mean? It's a to get a movie made, it got to be a perfect storm. You know what I'm saying? It got to be the right material.
Yeah.
It got to be the studio got to be behind it, ready to write that check. And you got to be working with the right actors at the right time, and everybody got to be available at the right time. And it's a dance. So you know, sometimes you do movies where you feel like, okay, that movie's a go, it's ready, and it's good. It's a movie that I could be a part of.
Right.
Let's do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's on that tip more than what kind of role I want to play today. I don't know no actor that got the power to say, what I want to do today.
Right. Even with your own, because I know you have Cube Vision,
Yeah.
which is highly successful. I mean, Barbershop, Friday,
Yeah.
are we there yet? Are we done yet? Like, even with that, you're still making a statement, so that's interesting to me.
Yeah, each project is its own animal.
Right.
Each project, you make money off this last project. The new dude don't care about what the last project did. That ain't his money.
Wow.
He care about his money he got on tape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, everybody that do movies, whether they're independent, got a production company, or whatever, you still need major finances for it to come off. Even if you got the money to make the movie, you still need the major finance to promote and distribute. Because, it's basically, it goes like this. $10 million to make a movie, might take $10 million to sell that movie. So that's $20 million.
Right.
It ain't $10 million, it's $20 million. So, picture a movie that costs $40 million. You're supposed to take $40 million and promote it.
Right.
So that's $80 million. So, you hear these movies are $100 million to make, more than likely they got $100 million to spend on it too.
That's funny. Speaking about movies, is there, I read an interview, is there another Friday coming, possibly?
It's always possible. When I get a call and Chris Tucker say, "Hey, yo, I'm in," we making it.
How confident are you that, you think, is the Mike Epps thing
I'm
done?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay.
I love Mike Epps. I will always work.
No, I mean, it's part of the Friday.
I want to get everybody.
Wow.
See, that's the movie.
That would be
nobody
major.
want. It's like I can make another one.
Yeah.
But it's it's like we need the whole gang back to make it special.
What's up next for Ice Cube? What else do you have after the album what's up next for you? Is this brand new this TBS Are We There Yet? Which is, you always do major deals to me in the TV and film world. So the sitcom money and the sitcom business, how is that different from the movies? When because it's gonna be actual
it's gonna be a weekly series.
Yeah.
Starring Terry Crews.
How does that
got a
differ
recurring role
from movie world?
Well, it's every week you gotta come up with it. And if you can get something and go in syndication, you set for a long time. Movies, they have their run, so to speak, and then you'll get syndication money when they play it, or DVD pay-per-view kind of thing. But it's kind of like a big to a low.
Right.
But syndication is kind of a constant. Boom, boom, boom.
And that's the goal with the sitcom.
It's the goal for anybody doing TV.
Got it.
To make it syndicated, where they plan it in, Yugoslavia, and they plan it in Poland, and they plan it everywhere, and it's on somewhere all the time.
Right. Players Club is one of my favorite Ice Cube movies. I wanted to ask you, how do you feel when to me it seems like people can't refer to Lisa Raye without maybe calling her Diamond or making a reference to that movie, which I love.
Yeah.
Has she ever have you guys ever talked about that?
Oh yeah,
does she mind it, or?
I don't know if she minded or
right.
not. It's probably not. I mean, when
you do a
memorable, when you do a memorable role,
yeah.
People call me Craig. People call me Dope Boy. You know what I mean? It's like, it's gonna happen.
Right.
And you should want that if you're an actor to have a memorable role. So to the point where if somebody see you, they call you that role.
Right.
That means you made an impression. You did a great job. You did what you were supposed to do. You was so believable. They think that's you.
Right. When's the last time you spoke to Chris Tucker? I know you mentioned. You like to
We
get
saw
around.
each other, you know, maybe last year. He was at a Laker game.
Yeah.
He came up to my suite. And we hung out for a minute. You know, watched the game.
That's
you
cool.
know, talk shit. And you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you gonna do Friday? He like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe. You know what I mean? I just think he's sick of getting called Smokey everywhere. But you know, it is what it is, man. Come on in.
Right. My last question for you: how would you rate President Obama since he's been in office? What are your thoughts on what
I'll
he's
give him
doing
a-
and his decisions?
I'll give him an A. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, if I leave a mess, I can't grade the maid before she finished cleaning up the mess. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, dude, they gave this man a mess.
Wow.
He got his sleeves rolled up. He doing what he could do to clean up the mess. And, you know, hopefully he can clean up this mess that they left him.
Right.
And if he can, then everybody will be, you know, applauding him and giving him an A too. So right now he's busy. That, you know, his effort is good enough for me right now.
Thanks, man. Appreciate your time.
You got to let that boy in the building, don't you know that? He about to kill him, don't you know that? He about to hurt y'all feelings. Can't find Ram, might as well play the villain. I'ma get him. Why? Cause I can't babysit him, I'ma whip him. Treat him like badass children.